So we're going to be going three layers. I think we're going to be going three layers on this call. Excuse me. I need to raise just a moment. All right. So we're going to be going three layers on this call. Like I told you, one of the things you want to be doing. All right. I'm probably going to give uh, a waiting period of maybe the next 2 minutes because somehow how you do anything is how you do everything, and we're always giving opportunities to just flex some energy. You want to reach out to someone, you want to imagine this Monday morning that is always carrying an energy. You're reaching out to someone, hey, we're having a special class. All right, you want to make sure they're joined, so you guys can be doing that while I just drop this foundational message to what we're going to be doing. Everyone is going to have an experience of, so in this call we're going to have an experience of getting started, um like how we get started in the week. One of the things we've dedicated, and we've been doing this for years. Okay, a lot of traders don't know your experience is like a map. Okay, you have to set the destination, set the course, then move the journey. Okay, you're only going to go where you're mentally prepared for. So the first preparation is mental preparation. So that's one of the things we do on the mindset. We like to allow inner self coming. All right, give us a location and we're going to move in the direction of that location. And that's one things we do. All right, we prepare and exercise our minds, and then I have something beautiful to share with you guys this morning. It's probably going to take 10 minutes, all right, or less. I'm going to manage time with you guys helping me in communication. Okay, so the second thing is we're going to trade. Okay, so it's going to be about trading with Expert Hub. Now, a lot of people, I want a lot of people to have, the experience of what expert hub trading is about, because if you don't, you're going to be a crowd in a room. You can be in this room, you can be in this environment, but you're not getting the real benefits of what it is we really offer. Just a moment, please. So that's why I said if you have anyone and you want them to pretty understand what we do in Expert Hub, this is a meeting you want to bring them on. Okay. So because there's a uniqueness of our trade, all right. There is a difference on what we do in Expert Hub that is a lot different. That is somehow different from where I am coming from. Okay. That's something you want to understand. Okay. Then we're gonna just explore the market. How many of you're trading with me already? Okay, put trading on the chat. How many of you are not trading with me already? Okay, put no trading on the chat. Okay, so one of the key things in our trading experience, I love to tell you, the three key pillars of your trading success is going to be tailored towards these three things. Number one, you want to be present. Okay, value your time. Show up being present. Don't just show up in participation. Say, I'm in the class. No, I came to this class. This class is mine. I am present. This cut away, distract. Let this class be your distraction for every other thing. All right. There's something about your mind. All right. Everything is really about your mind, what your mind is set on. Okay. Give value. present value to the score. Okay, when you are here, you're here. Now, Kenry, I'm busy doing something else. I just showed up. You can be present while you're busy doing something else. Presence is about allocation. You're allocating interest mentally to here. You know what that does? All right. You can be talking to someone. That sometimes I'm talking to someone, but I'm listening to something else. All right. It means I am giving allocation to what I'm listening to, and I'm also present talking to the person. Now there's going to be a lot. I rather have the shift in distraction on the something else and I have presence here because I know definitely there's something here that is connected to where I'm going. All right, than where I am. That's one. The second thing is the proof of your presence is going to come forth through accountability. You want to be accountable. What does that mean? Everything that is done on this call is done to just see that you are the one I'm talking to. Forget every other numbers. You are the one I'm talking. And if I'm talking to you, you should be talking to me. That's where communication comes in. All right. You want to accountability means I just spoke something. Even if you don't understand, hey, I don't understand this, you communicate. Okay. That is what presence, accountability, and communication. If you do those things, trust me, you're gonna see a different shift in your environment. Don't just show up in the class. All right, that you showed up. You're not marking a register. Does that make sense? Put sense on the chat. Okay. And the best part of it, I love very well, is communication. So when I ask a question, please communicate. It doesn't matter what you understand or what you don't, just communicate. That's how we can actually move forward with swiftness. Okay. Everybody type money on the chat. Okay. So I just have I shared something yesterday. I actually wanted to do a call, but I said today's Monday mindset shift, and I'm just going to pour it out to the way it was in my mind yesterday. All right. And if you're here, many of you are just probably following me for the first time. This is your first experience in my, training corner or trading corner in my mentorship. You know, uh, there's something that I do. I lay out foundations so that you can work on them. All right. One of the things I believe is, you cannot teach someone to be successful. You can only show someone who can teach themselves to be successful. Okay, so the power of transformation does not lie in the knowledge that I'm going to give to you. It lies in the ability for you to understand and make changes. Use it to transform yourself. It's very, very powerful. So I focus more on giving you foundations that you can shift. All right, because it takes change. All right, it takes change to make progress, to see different. You need to change who's listening, change who's saying. All right. What you're seeing, you need to change who's seeing it. What you're hearing, you need to change what you're hearing. Okay. Not what you're hearing, who's hearing what you're hearing. So when the change comes from the inside, trust me, everything on the outside will change. Money. Okay. I I I'm going to say it in a way, I won't quote it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I want to say it bluntly so that it can be fast taking and we move forward. Are we ready? If you're not ready, say you're not ready. If you join this call, it means you came in here to want to make money, right? Okay, I'm being encouraged. You guys are encouraging me to say it as I want to say it. So, I shared something yesterday, and it's about, are you deserving? How many of you here? What's your closest financial fig number? Not figure, yeah, it's number. Your closest financial number in trading. So now we tailor it towards trading because yeah, we're in a trading call. What's your closest financial number in trading that you'd love to earn? The closest one, not talking future, I'm not talking the closest one. Your closest financial number that you think you're going to earn maybe 3 months, 6 months from now, the end of this year. Shouldn't be more than 6 months. You can put it, you can write it and put it. If it's daily, you can write it up. I don't like daily. Then neither would I like monthly, but I just like wholly. So if you want to say monthly, okay, if you want to say the next 6 months, the number. So like I said be precise. So if you're saying within the next 3 months, I would love to be earning this. Okay. 6 months, I want to be earning this. It's good. And this is all in 2026. It doesn't go beyond 2026. You see, there are some conversations, all right? Not until you have some inner conversations with yourself or you're exposed to certain conversation, you will never change. Perception is everything. And most people are riding in the perception of the past and the perception of the future. They don't understand the perception of the now. They only live in two environments. They don't exist in the now. They exist in the perception of already created perception, which comes from the past, and the hope perception, which is in the future. They are not in the seed perception, which is now. Okay. You see, all of this money you're writing. Question you want to ask yourself: are you deserving of earning the money you're writing down? That's where it comes to you. The now, the only way you can interpret the now is if you see where you're going because of where you're coming from. You want to know: do you have the vehicle? All right. Do you have all what it takes to go there? That's really what matters. If you can fully align with that, something is going to change the way you do something today. Something is going to change. You will notice change. All right. Many of you do not notice changing every day because why? You do not get to change your perception every day about what you do. So 3,500 is a number. It's beautiful. Okay. What is the makeup of 3,500? Do you know the makeup of earning 3,500? Or it's just a thing of hope? All right. Do you know the makeup of earning 3,500? Do you need makeup of earning 1,000? All right. There are different components to earning money from trading, which is associated with skill. All right. There is the skill, money management, but most importantly, all right, mental positioning. Okay. So I love what Jesus type of guy types. I have a $50 account and I want to be able to lock in at least $5 on every trade. I love the positioning. Okay. Many of you went to the future, your closest, because the number appeals to you. Okay. But let me just do something very quick so that you guys can know that the money you will earn is a withdrawal from the deposit you have made. I'm gonna write that down. The money you're going to earn in this market is a withdrawal from the deposit you make in the market, or you make in your life. Everything is a withdrawal. The experience of money you're going to have is a withdrawal of the market, of the deposit you've made before. Okay. So it all comes back to what deposit have you made before? All right. What deposit have you made before? So before I move forward, okay, I believe you guys saw what Blessed posted in the group. I don't know if you saw how withdraws. And guess what? I never actually thought of. She just sent it to me this morning. Okay, I never actually thought of bringing her up, but she fell in the line of what I wanted to talk about. Okay, which is probably going to be a reference point to validate what I am trying to tell you guys. Okay, at the end of the day, it all comes down to you. Blessed. All right, I made you a co-host. Can you unmute yourself? Is this going to be practical a little bit?
So I need to make her again.
Okay, you can. Okay, oh, I thought I made you a co-host earlier. Now, before she speaks, let me just give you guys a background of the simple thing that I want to share. All right. The simple truth is I am not going to teach you to be better. I will show you what you need to teach yourself to be better. So everybody can gain the same knowledge, but the one who transforms is the one who apply intentionally. Okay, but there are certain things in the applications that are needed that you would ask yourself, are you deserving? Okay, so you will know this. So when you even see the progress certain people make, you will know, oh, these people are deserving of the progress that they've made. Blessed, over the course of your, running this mentorship with me, how many accounts have you funded and how much? I'm coming from the top side.
Okay, so I think I have about 7 accounts now, 6 or 7 accounts now,
How much?
and some are 100, some are 10, some are 50, some are 30, just different size of accounts.
How many accounts have you lost?
I can't. I think this year so far, none. This year so far, but last year I lost about two or
Leave
three
last
accounts.
leave last year alone. All right, let's
Okay,
focus on now. How and why did you get those accounts?
for different portfolio management
Why?
because you instructed me to do that.
Between you, let's forget the withdrawals. You know your experience. Between you, what I have instructed, has it been a difficult experience coming from last year into this year in trading portfolios based on how you've been taught, the way we've been taught with teaching you guys?
Exactly, it feels different. This year it's been different and easier.
Just give me a little bit of that easiness. Share a little
Okay.
bit of that easiness.
Okay, before I joined this platform, I trade in a different way. I take different pairs, different strategies in one account. We just trade any signal in any account, and that gave hardship. There was no really good structure. Then later, when I joined this platform, when I heard about the different portfolio management, at first it sounded like, how am I supposed to go about this at first? But I just wanted to follow the instructions and just do what you instructed. I got different account and it's been so simple. I just take gold raw on one account, snipe loss the other account, LBS shift swing, just different account, and I see wins. I may see win on my raw account. I may see loss on my snipe raw account and snipe as LBS snipe. I mean, I see different results in different of the portfolios.
Okay, has there been any instruction that I have given that you have not applied?
None I can remember of.
Okay, how much withdrawals how many, what is the count of your withdrawals from this one you just made? What is the count? How many withdrawals and to the tune of how much?
Okay, I think so far this year, this is my second withdrawal within 2 months, 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
This is your second
Yes.
withdrawal. Okay, the last, okay,
Yes.
we had one in this last year, right? That you sent to
No,
me.
no. Last, I had one around May. That was for snipe loss on currency pairs.
Okay.
Yes. This
Oh,
one is
okay.
good.
All right, beautiful. So, thank you very much, Blessed.
You're welcome.
So this is what I want to get. I want you guys to get in the comment. I may say, but you guys may not understand. Okay. But sometimes when you hear another person expressing what he said, your success lies in your ability to follow instructions, not on your willingness to learn. See, I would always put a scripture in front of you. If you be willing and obedient, the qualifying is it adjective or verb, forget the English, is obedience. Willingness comes from you. Partnership is obedience. People who apply themselves into instruction, irrespective of the constraint, are expressing will and completion. Many things are happening. You're working with someone who is in a position of where you're going. And the only thing they can do is give you how they got there. But most importantly, it's a privilege to go somewhere else with them. The best thing you can do for yourself, all right, is connect to the instruction they are giving in real time. because they are moving without instruction. Okay, you can know a lot, but what qualifies your knowledge is the ability to follow instructions. So you know what mentorship gives to you? It gives you an opportunity to stay connected to the instruction of your next future, your nearest future is in an instruction. Okay, I teach everyone, but the one who takes instruction is the one teaching themselves. I bet you she's it's not just the withdrawals. The withdrawals is so the money she's making right now is a withdrawal, the deposit she has made. And guess what? It's going to happen to every one of you if you do the same thing. What makes the difference? What brought me here is my ability to apply myself to the simple instructions that I was giving. While everybody was learning, I was taking instructions. So you can come in here to learn. Good. See, I promise you, you will learn a lot. But you see what changes you is your ability to follow the instruction of the learning. The learning was for a purpose. The purpose is tied. The purpose is layered on the instruction that will be given. I trade a certain way. I have knowledge, but I trade my knowledge a certain way. And if I give you that knowledge, if I pack it and I tell you, do this when it comes to account portfolio, fund this. When you just apply yourself, be good at applying. Many people can be good at watching classes, but the one who's good at applying, you make a difference. Because what made that knowledge, what put you in a position to receive that knowledge came from an application of certain principles, and they are in the instructions. So one of the things I want to tell you guys this morning, shift. Forget the race of what you think you came in here for. Let your priority be, am I someone who's deserving of the things that I came in here for? And the answer to that question is in your work, your ability to follow instructions. Okay. It's not just this. I can tell you. I can tell you a lot. Showing up is one thing, but following up to follow instructions. I know many of you don't have the privilege, all right? Though some of the members have there, but some of you are about to have that privilege. But I'm just preparing you. So there's something called accountability, okay? Many of you never had the privilege of accountability because for you to clearly follow an instruction, there needs to be a closure. That's why I'm creating something different, which is an accountability circle to help people stay accountable to instructions. Okay. So, because you need certain instructions in trading to get certain results in trading. I tell you, family, that's truth. Okay. If you want to stop the journey of the nonsense, stick to following instructions. All right. Don't learn on your own. You get tired. I don't know some of you are tired. How many of you are tired already? Okay, you're tired of hearing other people's testimony and you're not making yours. You're tired of seeing the thing work, but it's not working for you. You're tired of losing a lot of money and not making progress. Sometimes you have to make a decision that it has to stop. So that is one. That is my message this morning. For you to shift the whole mindset of learning. All right. So let me come in here and follow instructions. If there is a class, join the class. If there's a training, apply the training. All right. If there is an instruction to what you do, apply yourself, irrespective of how convenient it is or not. Except there are forces that you are not able to follow that instruction. But if there are, please make do. Okay. And a lot of you will say there's another underlying factor of what some people will say on the score, that she had money to buy 7 accounts. All right. And you know what that is? If you had that in your mind, while she was talking, you aren't prepared. Okay, for purpose, you're prepared to take your what I call it. You value your excuses more than your reasons. There is a money problem, yes, and it affects everyone. Okay, but when you shape your mind to instructions, money is not the problem. You may be $100 person, someone else may be $1,000 person, someone else may be $10,000 person. What will make the difference is the application of the money, not the size. Okay, because this has worked with every layer. So before there was multiple portfolio, there has been result in simple portfolio. So it's not about it's not the multiple portfolio that brought the result. I just asked one of the questions I asked that I wanted you all to know. Has there been an instruction that I given that she hasn't followed? Okay. Many of you, you choose what you do. You're not guided on what you should do. All right. And there's a critical part at stages in life. There's a critical part where you would have to climb the ladder to a certain place where you can choose. If you're not there, take the options you're given. Okay. Sometimes you're not qualified to make choices for yourself if you're not in certain positions. And that's what a lot of people don't know down the floor. Okay. They make choices that their rich self should make. Okay. Can I say that again? There is a self in you that should make certain choices for you. If you are not in that position, you're not qualified to make choices, financial choices, because why? You can't afford them. You're not in the place to afford them. Right now, I can have a dialogue with my mentor and I can bring options, okay, or choices, okay, and she can and well, they can respect the fact that my choices, I can afford them. But at certain times when I'll bring options, they will be cancelled. And I said, this is what to do. And I followed. Does this make sense? All right, put sense on the chat. Okay. Wisdom is for those who can listen. So what do we do in Expert Hub? Okay. How do you guys get access to these instructions? Everything is layered. The first thing you do when you come to Expert Hub, that is if you are now in Expert Hub, if you have been exposed. So one thing is to come into the environment. There are many people in the environment right now, but they are not exposed to Expert Hub. They probably came into the Telegram or the WhatsApp group from the accountability group or the trading summit. So there are many channels of peak interest that so many people have come in. But those who are in Expert Hub are those who apply themselves to the simple instructions on the platform. Okay. Many of you, I bet you've not gone through the video introducing Expert Hub, but it's there. It was an instruction, it's the first instruction that was laid out. But many people don't. Hence, they're not here on this call. All right. Some of you be watching this probably in YouTube or so. The first thing you do when you get acquainted to an opportunity is scope the opportunity. All right. Don't come in with the measure of what you want from the opportunity. See what the opportunity offers. So how do you see that there's an instruction? If you all go to the Telegram group right now, these are the first step of getting started. Okay, watch the video, Introduction to Expert. How many of you here, you've done it, you did it, or you've not done it? Okay, many people don't go through the video. They're just waiting to see, are they sending trades? Where is the signal? Where is the trading cost? I think my network flipped. Can you guys hear me now? All right, beautiful. So the first thing now, it's kind of like a setup call because I want everyone who comes into the ecosystem to have this setup. All right, and you guys it's recorded. You can actually take this script out and send to anyone who joins Expert Hub. The first thing you want to go, if you're someone who want to leverage, so there is leverage, learn, launch. That's the principle of what we share. Okay, you come in here to leverage, you learn, you launch. What are these three things? Leverage is for the investor who comes into this place. I want to use my money to make money. Okay, you're coming here for the money side. You want to get into the money side of the platform. It means you have to leverage what they offer. So what are the things you can leverage? You can actually leverage things to make money, which are the signals. All right. So you can leverage signals to earn. You can leverage strategies to earn. Okay. Strategies, we need a bit of application. Signals, we need less of application. Okay. Now, a lot of you know what signal is, but you do not have good practices to signal. So one of the things we will share as you apply yourself is the good practices to taking signals. So I'll just speak a little bit about that. How do we want you to leverage our signals to earn, irrespective of the capital you bring? The first thing you want to do, all right, is know portfolio. Write that down. We are portfolio traders. You're going to make a lot of money just understanding this simple concept. Every signal provided should be tailored to a portfolio. Are we together? All right, write the word portfolio. So I'm going to call trades right now. Probably we'll be calling different trades. We're already on some trades. How many of you are on the trades? All right, you already hit take profit of my last trade, LBS trade last week. Okay. So if you are new here, if you observe the platform, you go to the educator, because that's the best practice. Go to the educator, or you go to me as an educator, and you see what I've been sending on. So you go to the strategy tab, you're going to see my performance, okay, on the different strategies. So strategies are portfolios. We want you to take portfolios seriously rather than taking signals. So if you have, let's say, $200, okay, now I'll be a little detailed here because some people they are already asking questions. So let's say you have $200 and you come in on the platform, we're sending signals. Okay, search what portfolio is performing well. Okay, depending on the type of your trader. But I would tell you this generally as an instructions where to start from. LBS plus, because that is the flag, my flag movement. Okay, the flag that represents this ecosystem is LBS plus. That is my first strategy that I'll tell you to start with. Okay, I call that almost every day. And the truth is, the reason it's not, it may not be the best performing, but it will be that would engage you to learn the rest. Does that make sense? Okay, so that is what I'll tell you to start with. So let's say you have $200. Okay, you also want to cut a slack on your distraction. You don't just want to stay on it, because at the end of the day, I tell you, experience will lead to understanding. Understanding when practice is mastery. If you do not experience wide, you may not master deep. Does that make sense? So your practice matters. Don't stay comfortable with what you're earning, but shift to what you will learn. Shift to learn, you need to experience signals. What I would want you to do is, if you have $1, you can give it to obvious, and you can give 50. All right, so maybe another in the line of the experience, give $50 to another strategy. What that does is, the moment you start leveraging that, you are experiencing, you're going to learn. So that is my first advice. Everyone comes in with the mind of, I want to make money. Am I correct? Put money on the chat. So that is one way you can make money. Don't interfere. Don't trade. This is bad practice. Don't leverage and launch in same account. So what does launch means? You can do your analysis, you gain the knowledge, and you find a setup and you take it in that same account. You're a gambler. And you're not serious about trading. You're not a good investor. And that's bad practices. We want you to eliminate that type of practice. Does that make sense? Okay. The role of the role or mindset of an investor is to see investment through. You bought a land, okay. Oh, you need money yesterday, and you want to sell it at a bad figure. Okay, that is not good financial standing. You want to allow, is this strategy going to work for me? I want to see it through over a period of trades till you lose it or you gain it. Okay, so take that. If we buy, if we sell. So for you to get the best of it, okay, don't miss a signal. And for you not to miss a signal, you stay active. Okay. And for you to stay active, you stay present. So some of you, you're working, you're busy. We send signals. You don't know when I may send a signal. This platform has a notification system, and you also have a notifier system in you. Okay. Many of you, your WhatsApp don't ring. you are the one who goes to check it. True or true? Your WhatsApp don't have a notification. Your Instagram doesn't have a notification, but you just go and check it. You can do the same thing with your money. All right. You can come in here and check every 15 minutes what is happening here. Every 15 minutes on the clock, you can drop an alarm on your phone to remind you that you need to check the system if there is a signal for you to leverage. All right. Does that make sense? That's just one way to help you for the excuse of, oh, I'm not getting a notification, but there is a notification. All right. In the system, whenever anything is typed on the Telegram, go look at it. Whenever anything is typed on the platform, go look at it. Okay. You can set a notification. And for all those of you who join, for you to get notifications from the people who send trades, go follow them in the platform. So go to Expert Hub, all right, and follow the educators. Follow them. It means subscribe to them. So when they send things, you get a notification. Does that make sense? Okay. So one of the things I've done is I've shared with you. What did I just share right now? So whenever anything is posted, right? So this is where you are leveraging. You're leveraging this right now. So signals. I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay. So these were trades that were called, I think we've hit take profit on this trade, which is LBS plus. If you see this right now, this is technical approach. It's still in profit. Gold, I believe gold price action is in profit. So you see, these are different portfolios. You can't take a trade on gold and you took this trade. This is what we call prostitution. Trading prostitution. Okay. I'm looking for that fine word. You don't want to get married. The whole idea is get married. And don't be polygamous. The only polygamous approach you would have here is currency. So I married 2 wives, all right, with my currency, Euro USD and GBP USD. I can take those 2 because they move alike, and sometimes I will just take one out of the day. Okay, so the only account you will see 2 currencies in my portfolio, or 2 2 currencies is my currency assets. Okay, does that make sense? So that's what I do. That's my practice, and I'm just sharing with you. But if it's gold, only gold, you see only gold. S&P 500, you see S&P 500 indices. Okay, I have indices for each portfolio here. I have currency account for them. All right. And as we learn deep, you guys are going to understand that. But that is the first. Don't ask, oh, Cambry, why? You're going to know more if you begin to show up. As we begin to show you proof of concept, you're going to know more why these practices are good. But this is the instructions for someone who needs that guidance as they get started. Does that make sense? So this is where we call the trades. And when we call the trades, we layer every portfolio manager or portfolio provider here will layer the strategy. So it helps you when you come in to say, oh, this is where I want to start from. All right. So that is where you want to start from. So I've given you, oh, what can I start with? LBS is good. Then you can deeply expand. We're going to have sessions that will break this down, but this is just the first layer. Then the second thing you want to do is learn. Okay. While you are leveraging, you're learning. Okay. Where do you learn? Your first learning does not start in these live classes. All right. Your first learning starts from the application to the courses. So we have a basic approach. Your landing page as someone who comes into Expert Hub, okay, is literally to start your course. The network is slow, is slow. Okay. Approach to trading. 2 courses you want to get first. The last one may be later. Okay. But 2 you want to start with: approach to trading and the LBS strategy. Okay. You want to have it so that you can begin to experience what we are doing on this platform. So when you show up to these classes and we are analyzing, you already have an understanding of what we're doing. You master it along with us because you have the manual. Okay. I don't teach when I'm trading. So only few times I'll teach. But guess what? I teach from the standpoint of I've already given you the manual so you can understand. When you do what you're learning live with the person who's training you, that is mentorship. You are actually being mentored in experiential mode. You are doing it live. You get better as you come in and you see what is being done. You get better over it. So it's not a training, it's a practice. Am I making sense? Why is this not loading quick? So the first place to start, approach to trading. That gives you the foundation of trading, okay? Because you want to come in to learn what trading, how trading is. You want to understand. So we have the approach to trading. Everyone who comes on this platform, this is your landing page for learning. Like I've told you, the landing page for leverage is signals. The landing page for learning, like if you say you want to learn, the first place to start is the approach to trading. Okay, you want to get this course and start your journey. And in this journey, there are different strategies. Okay, so I have 3 courses here. If you want to understand trend concept, you want to understand technical concept and price action, they are all in this course. And guess what? You can start trading with them in practice. All right, that is where the launching starts from. That's how you're going to get yourself, which is better for you, because we will teach you. That's what we do. So when we come on this live classes, these are the things we do. We explore the different things we have taught you in these courses, but the courses are yours. All right. So each courses, and guess what? This is the application. Okay. This is about, I think, is it 10 XP or 20? It's 10 XP. Okay, 10 XP is $10. That's your first start. Okay, you get access to the 3 courses. It's three courses in it. Now, the second thing you want to do is strategy. Now you've gotten the foundation, strategy. You can't do this and get it wrong. Get this strategy. It's a 4-layered strategy. Okay, starting from the concept of the raw, this London breakout sniper. There's no way you go through this strategy and you would have a misconception about day trading. Okay, your journey to betterness starts when you understand the concept of this strategy. It's a 4-layered. It's layered in 4. All right, 4 strategies are in this. Okay, and if you go through this, something is going to change. Does that make sense? I'm just giving you the foundation. So if you're someone who's looking at how do I get started, where do I start from, this is what this call is for. Okay, so this is where you start. You may not do this now. Let it get deep. Swallow this first. Swallow this. Take your time. Don't be in a haste. We're making money every day. We're doing classes every day to earn. So you don't need to be in a hurry. But in your corner, be taking these classes and you will begin to ask questions. All right. Trust me, you would. Does that make sense? Put sense on the chat if you got that. Okay. Yeah, that's what you want to do. So that is for leveraging and learning. The launching part, you grow. Okay. Because I want everyone. So if I say in accountability tomorrow, you happen to qualify to stay in this accountability with me, there are questions I'll be asking you. And if you do not fall in that category of these questions, it means you are not ready to be accountable yet. Okay. So this is the guide I will give everyone about Expert Hub. We call signals, stay connected, leverage, earn. I just told you a good practice to learn, irrespective of the type of money you're bringing, whether it's $100, whether it's one. But never forget one thing: trading is investing. You need money to invest. Okay. So whatever you have, plan it right. You can actually seek guidance on one. That's one of the things I'm bringing this accountability team together, so that you can ask, what do I do? This is where I am. What do I do? Okay. And I can tell you what everyone who's within the circle, I do instruct, because I know that your success is in your ability to follow instruction. Is this clear? Put clear on the chat. All right. The third layer, I'm moving into the third layer, which is trading. This is as simple as it is. I'm giving a foundation for startup. Anybody who gets started, all right, this is what you should do. If you do this, you are clearly integrating yourself into proper accountability as a trader. Okay. Is it clear for everyone? Do any one of you have a question? Because we want to start trading. Trading needs concentration. Okay. Does any one of you have a question? It's going to be a beautiful week. I already see something. If something happens, I'm looking for something to happen this week. Many of you are going to make money in gold. All right. Gold is going to pay deep this week. And I'm going to train. All right. I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be upgrading the knowledge of price action. Okay. This week, for those of you that have learned, you're learning deep with me. Okay. As well as we are preparing a class for beginners. All right. On Wednesday is going to be a good experience. We're also closer to the summit that is happening. So for beginners, trust me, you will be catered for. And guess what? Some of you, if it's just, even if as a beginner, if you apply yourself to what I've already just given, go to the courses. They are very simple concept and they belong to you for life the moment you get them. We're not a subscription-based platform, so it's easy. The moment you have them, take your time. It's yours for life. Approach to trading, trust me, it can be your first start. You do not need too many experience. The first start, you could apply that personally, and I've been showing that, and I'll be showing more. Okay, and I'll be upgrading even that approach to trade, that technical approach to trading in price action art. When I say trading is beautiful, when you marinate it with your experience, don't force trading. Don't try to make money from trading. Try to partner with the experience of trading it to make you money. Okay. And steady yourself. Your success won't come from trading. Trading will only reflect your success. So you want to steady yourself. Am I successful? Am I building good financial principles? And this is where closure comes in. Take advantage. All right. So if there are no questions, let's see the scope of the market. How many of you are ready to make money right now? Let's see. So first is I come from, sorry, where is my screen? No. So what are you guys seeing on my screen? I have so many Chrome opened. I have so many screen open. Let me see what I am sharing. What are you guys seeing on my screen? You're not seeing nothing yet? Okay. It's blank. Where is this guy? Okay. How about now? What you guys see my screen, all right? Still blank? No, it shouldn't be blank now. Okay, it's loading. Okay. Chat. All right, guys. You guys are with me now. So, so for you guys that didn't understand, Kenry, what's the leverage? So last week, on Friday, I called a trade on gold. Okay. And the beautiful thing is our trades are easy to follow. All you need to do is create the account for it. Okay. Create the account for it. So this was a trade, and I called this on LBS. And I'm just gonna, like, we'll be doing LBS every day. Okay. I help you guys know what I know and do what I can do. All right. You don't have to depend on me. Everybody has the LBS concept, and you can actually trade. The only benefit you have here joining my session is that you'll be trading what I am trading, or you'll be looking at what I am looking at. And most importantly, you would have an opportunity to see the market from my perspective. Okay. It means you're shifting yourself. If there's no way you see the market every day the way I see it, that it will not change the way you trade it. Does that make sense? So that's one benefit of the live sessions. You see it. I can teach you the strategy, but the way I trade it may be different from the knowledge I've taught you. So this was the trade. This was the trade on Friday. Okay. I needed the market to just, all right, change character, which it did. Okay. It was still a little bit trending down. Okay. But because gold hit a technical level, I decided to get in on this trade when it broke above that layer. So I wanted it to just break above, and this candle did, and that's where I called this trade. And the risk was supposed to be here, but because it's on Friday, I actually even did I did a higher one. Normally I'm supposed to use this risk. Does that make sense? Are you guys seeing the screen? I'm just sharing it. So this is the trade. So I'm going over the trade. Okay. So this was the trade. This was the entry. Okay. Normally, what we do on our LBS is we trade in the direction of the trend. So if the market is bullish, okay, the market, every first 15-minute candle of the day will determine what we do. If the market breaks above, we are buying in the direction of the trend. If it breaks below, we are selling in the direction of the trend. Now, if market is not in the direction of the trend, we just apply market structure, change of character. If the market is not bullish, if the market is bullish and price changes to a sell, the only time I get to sell, let the market shift to a sell. Okay, and one way the market shifts to a sell is through one concept called change of character. So if you notice this market, the market was bearish from the previous day, it was bearish. Okay, the high that created the lowest low is actually the pillar that is holding liquidity. If price, so you see this right now, this is a high, it created this low. This is the lowest low, is high, or even this high. They are both. This is good because there's a lot of volume resting here. And this high created this low. The moment market took that away, okay, if it changes character, boom, market has shifted. It means this is a indication that the volume has broken the pillar. And when that happens, chaos can happen to this building. It can fall. And when market buys, that's the fall. You trade the fall. Okay, that's the initiation of what? Price action in market structure. And it has a strategy attached to it, and that's what we trade. That is the time we get to buy against the trend, change of character. And it happened here, okay? And it broke above the first 15-minute candle. That is how we buy. And that's why I call the trade easy. Was that easy? Okay, it's very simple. The strategy is very simple, okay, when you just apply it. So that was on Friday. Take profit had already hit because well, we target 1-to-1. So I gave 1-to-1 take profit. Now, okay, if you are still in take profit too, I tell you, whenever you hit take profit one, so the way we trade, this is another thing you get to learn right now. So let's say we caught 2 entries. It is one trade and it is one risk. One of the things I tell traders when they come in, okay, if you're trading gold or you're trading any currency, risk 0.5%. Okay, you're not here. Now, this may not make sense to some of you, but I'm talking based on the plan. Risk 0.5%. So if you have $100 account, you may not appreciate this. Trust me. Okay, because you can't even reach 0.5%. There are some accounts you can't reach 0.5%. Okay, so it's not my fault. So you are the one who's not going to change and choose your risk because you can't reach 0.5% in a $100 account. That is $0.5. You will not see money. You will hate this environment. Okay, so one of the things you can do is take your buy and evaluation account off. How much is evaluation of account of 3,000? Blessed you guys. I think it's about $40 or $60. If I'm not mistaken. $43. So take $100. From that $100 or $50 you have, take it, leverage a funded account. So with that, you have a 3K funded account. So with 3K, you can actually take 0.5%. Does this make sense? So that's what you should do. Okay. I'll say this with all honesty, quick one, because this is a startup call. The mistake many people do in trading, they build principles that allow their excesses. Don't learn what is convenient for your type of capital. That is a mistake. So you learn the strategies that can grow your type of capital. Learn the principles, build capital. Okay. If you don't have the capital, don't compromise. Because what you're doing is that you are shaping yourself, not your account. And what you use to shape yourself matters, because if you shape yourself with a poverty mentality, guess what the result will be? To lead you to poverty more. Okay. So learn the principles. I just gave you now. Money is not the problem, it's the application that is the problem. So it's the same money you have. So rather than trade it raw and begin to increase your account, increase the leverage. You will see that the practice you follow, that do things to make you do the principle, because the principles change you. Okay. And when you change, you get the result. Does that make sense? All right. So that's there are classes we're going to have when it comes to portfolio and risk management. I'm just trying to introduce so that you don't get confused as a beginner. Does that make sense? All right, put sense on the chart. If you guys got that, put sense. Okay. Listen to instruction. No. All right. Only a few of you are responding. It means you're not following instruction. I said the 3 things you want to do: be present, stay accountable, and communicate. Some of you are not communicating. Well done. So don't ask how did we take the trade later, because I'm breaking it down. Now, that was for Friday. I just explained what happened on Friday. And another trade we also called on Friday. I also called a trade on Friday for a price action. If you look at gold, because I want you guys to understand as we trade, I want you guys to understand how we trade. It helps you it shows me something, and I'm going to show you why I'm going to sell gold. Just because I'm in a buy doesn't mean I shouldn't sell. So this is actually a sell strategy. This is called the reverse concept. Okay. So it happened during this. This close is a strong sell signal, because why? Market broke the trend and flipped and retested a previous low. This is actually a strong sell signal. Okay, in price action, this is another one. Okay, but this is a different. So this belongs to trend, but it's a different trend. It's a reverse trend concept. I've not taught it to you, some of you. I don't think you guys were present when I was teaching the concept strategy. Many of you wasn't. So this is actually the reverse concept. Okay, and it falls in trend category. So there's something that would happen today right now that I'll sell good, and I'm going to share that, all right, before I leave the call. So, but I wanted to show you guys why we bought gold. So these are technical buy on gold. Yeah, we had a technical buy on gold. Okay. Yeah, this is where I called gold, and I used this risk because why? On this, so this was break, retest, close. So this was a buy, and the market is buying right now. I think the first TP is here. It's not there yet. So we're still on this technical. Okay. But for some reason, I've not really given you guys guidelines on managing your trade, but I've not given anything. I try to leave my technical trades, my price action. I try to leave them, let them play out. All right. I leave them to play out. So if I'm buying price action, I'm buying this one right now. Okay. Price action. Now, let's say the other sell I'm going to call happens. Do you think I'm going to leave this trade? No, that's another strategy. And every of my strategy has a win ratio close to about 70%. Okay, so I don't interfere with any account. That's called portfolio management. Okay, so I may win this one or lose that one. I've won gold. Because of that, I've won gold. So the strategy helped me win what's happening. Okay, that's one of the activity on portfolio that you get to grow and understand. So this is price action. We are on it, and that's what you guys saw here. Okay, that's what you saw here on gold. So two trades on gold. LBS called it price action, called it both a profit. Okay, you guys are hearing me clear, right? So that's why you have price action on gold and you have LBS on gold. Two approach. I'm not breaking, all right? I'm clear. All right, good. So as those trades are in profit, what am I going to do today? Okay, on gold, on LBS. I start every day. I get to look at my currency. I'll start. So from the top of the list, let's see what's gonna happen. What am I trading right now? Euro USD, if it's going to buy, this is where I'm buying to. If it's going to sell, this is where I'm selling to. So already that taking the day's high. Two things that happen to the market every day. If you guys watch, market will tend to break the previous liquidity of the previous day. And when it does that, it tends to chase the opposite. When one liquidity is taken out, it tends to chase the other liquidity. It happens every day. It happens every day. All right. When one liquidity is taken out, it chases the other day's liquidity. So today, right now, the previous day liquidity has been taken out. Okay. So most likely, if there's no oppression, the market will want to go for the next liquidity, which is this. Okay. So it does that if you check the numbers, when it takes if the Asian takes a particular liquidity, all right, into the new London, it goes for the opposite liquidity. Okay, that's one of the things I'll show you guys, but not in this session. So coming into this market already, Asian has taken the previous day's liquidity. All right, and this is the next day's liquidity. But most of the time, after taking this liquidity, it will want to, and that's what leads to a consolidation. And presently, the market, all right, it consolidated while broke. So it is ideal that this market breaks to this other side. So one of the things I'll do is market is bullish. Okay. And if market is bullish, if it opens above the previous suspension, which is this is a hindrance, I call it. I do not buy a market at the ceiling. It's a principle in trading. Okay. You buy at the floor, you sell at the ceiling. Sorry, excuse me. If EU breaks above this is the first candle. All right. If it breaks above this, I buy. Now, it has broken below for a sell, but the market is not bullish. Hence, I want it to change character. If market breaks below this area, that's a change of character and it's going to sell. Okay. So that's what I explained about the strategy. So if market breaks below this area, it's going to sell. Where is it selling to? Selling here. So the two things I am looking for is if I am going to buy, it has to change this character. If I'm going to sell, it has to change this character and I'm going to use this risk. If it gives me a one-to-one, I'll trade. This market doesn't give me a one-to-one, hence, all right, a sell is not part of my option today because why I'm selling every day, I would have to trade to either the previous day low or the previous day high. Okay. Now, if I am going to buy, market has to break and close above this area and I can buy here and it has to give me a one-to-one from the Asian low. Okay. So this is an Asian low. So this was an Asian low, but market's already below. So this is the Asian low. Okay. So this does not give me one-to-one. Hence, this trade is cancelled. Okay. So I do not have a trade on Euro USD for today because of the structure of the market. That is positioning. Position wise, it doesn't have a trade. Okay. The same I do with GU. Because some of you make the mistake of looking for what you will not see in trade. You're trying to force a trade in the market. So the same concept, conceptualize your trading, you're going to find out that it's easy rather than go find candles that will help you lose money. So if market breaks, so already this is the previous day high because market had already taken this out. Okay. And if I'm going to sell, it's going to sell to this area. So if that's open, I just go scope. So the market was bullish into the Asian from this move, the lock of the previous day into this move. All right. There was a bullish structure. Now, market is taking away, the market had already taken away the low. Sorry. This is a low that created what? The previous high. Okay. Market is now, this is a shift of character. Market that closed below the Asian. All right. Market that closed below that structure, which means there was a sell. There was an active sell in this market here. Okay. If we put this here and we could get one-to-one, we didn't. Oh, it's not there, but I think this is close. Okay. I think this is close. So if we do it here, it's already too late. Okay. It's already too late. If it is here, you took the trade here, this is almost a one-to-one trade. There are no gaps in between because it has filled the gaps. So it's a question of, can I just minus that 0.1? This is actually not a bad trade. The market is now bearish. Okay, it has close to one-to-one, so there can be a pass on this trade for a sell. Okay, to this low. It's almost a one-to-one. Okay, and what I would just do if I really want to make it at least one-to-one, I'll just take the market, let it come and do a sell limit here, which is that done. It has actually broken. Okay, the market may actually come back into the structure retest or probably come back into one of the things it does is whenever market breaks a particular structure, this candle actually broke. All right, didn't really finish the closing, but this was a momentum candle and it left a gap. Yes, truthfully, okay, market may want to, this is the only period market may want to come back to push. And if it holds it, it will drop down, but I wouldn't even sell here because it's now above, okay, the trend, because the market is slightly trendy before it just changed character. So a good thing is either you want to take the market where it is right now. Okay. I'm not gonna on Monday I don't do setups down to this area. It's just that it's not aligning with my risk, all right? That is why I'm not taking it. So, but if you are taking it already here, that was close. That's a good trade. So, all right, does that make sense? So there's a trade on GU right now. If you are the any kind of Chrome trader, okay, this Chrome is good. You can take it, all right, for yourself. If you have a play account, you can actually get in, okay, for yourself. This is a good trade. Okay, but I'm not gonna take it. Not because it's not a good trade, it's not a good risk. It didn't fall in the category of my trading plan, which is one-to-one risk. Okay. And I don't for any other day distribution day I do, but Mondays I don't. But there is a trade for you guys that are looking for trade. There's a trade on GU right now. It's all qualified, and this is the take profit. The entry is the market execution. All right, and this is the stop loss 1.3363. You guys get it clear, right? Is that clear? So that's first trade in the live session. You guys got that? GU. So this is what another way I can take this trade. If this trade hits here, trust me, if it hits here and it comes back and closes below this area, I'll take the trade. And that will probably give me one-to-one. Boom. That's because that's a full confirmation of, yeah, it's done everything and it can come. Okay, but right about now, I will not take this trade because of the one-to-one factor. Is that clear? Any question? Can I move forward? Can I move ahead? We still have other trades. So that's currency. I've done the two currency. Okay, I want to move to indices. No question, right? Even if there's no question, tell me to move ahead now. Okay, good. See this guy? So we'll call US 30 on Thursday. I don't think we're gonna see a trade yet on this guy. Let's see how it is. This guy's already moved. This is bullish. Crazily bullish already. And this is the previous day high, no buy. But if we get, the only thing I'm gonna do today is look for a sell. Okay. If it's gonna sell, it's gonna sell here. This is why it's buying to the previous day. I won't see a good risk. Okay. It means I'm going to look for a sell. At what point am I going to sell? When it changes character? And it's clearly, if market closes below this area, I think we're good to go for a sell. Yeah, I'm going to start looking for a sell when market closes below this area. Okay. That will qualify me for a sell. And we can now target. Yeah, we can target this when it closes. So we're going to watch out for that. It's not ready right now, but that is what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be looking for a sell because market is already at its premium. Same thing is going to be with S&P 500. S&P 500 was bullish into the morning. I know many of you coming into this environment, there are currencies you never traded before, like a couple of maybe 1 or 2 years ago. Okay, or probably, yeah, 1 or 2 years ago. I don't even trade gold. Neither do I trade indices. But today they've made me the most money, and I now play on currencies. I used to be currency trader, but my major portfolios are gold, and because why? These are volatile pairs. If you check the ratio, many of you don't, okay, of the move of liquidity, they don't move on currencies, they move, all right, on indices. You make more money on indices and gold compared to what you do if you have portfolios for currencies. Okay, and trust me, you want to be trading liquidity in the forex market. Market is still stagnant. I think if I want to sell, I want market to break this area, then I'm going to be looking for the sell. Right now, I can't buy because why? It's already close to the premium. I won't see a good risk if I buy above this area. I won't see a good risk. Even if I choose to buy. market closes above this candle, is closed. Okay, I can't use this. I'm supposed to use this. And that doesn't give me one-to-one. But trust me, this market is gonna be here. But if it doesn't reject, it's going to just, let's say it goes up, rejects this area, I'm gonna start looking for a sell. But I'll quiet out, I'll watch out for this. Okay, the only thing, so most times Mondays, one of the things, the opportunities you have with understanding strategies, it gives you what to trade, when to trade. You see that as I'm looking this market right now with this window, you know, when I know a trade that is ready, I know it's ready. If it's not ready, it's not. Why? It has a concept. I'm not trading with feelings. I'm checking the market with the data. All right. No feelings attached. So the previous day high to this market is this. Okay. It means if I'm buying gold, which is bullish at the moment, I'm buying here. So critically, what I'm just looking for to get more gold trade today. We're already in gold. If you guys are still in the push, but every day is a trade. If the market if the market breaks above, wow, this is a little tricky the way the market is right now. I think the ideal thing is just to allow it break. If it breaks above this area, there's a structure. If it breaks above the structure, let's see if we get a one-to-one. This is clearly, oh yeah, good. There is going to be another trade when the market breaks above this area. So let me just change this to, yeah, when the market breaks above this area, I'm going to buy gold. Okay, so gold has an option for buy. Likewise, it doesn't have an option for a sell, because this is the previous day low now. Okay, and for me to sell, it has to break the previous day low. So, and if it breaks the previous day low, this is where it's selling. So no option. The risk is not going to be good. So the only thing to do is to follow through this buy. So I'm only going to buy gold today. Okay, does this make sense? So when the market breaks above this area, I have a buy. So that is about my day strategy trading today for LBS plus. So we have gold if it buys. Okay, Euro USD no trade, GBP USD trade on sell, which I didn't take, okay, except the fact that I'm looking for other options. If it comes, I'm going to take it. All right, if it comes here, retest, okay, and pushes down below this, I'm going to take it. All right, and I'm going to call it in the market. So that's a trade I can call later if I see it, if it plays out well. All right, and like I said, for those of you that are fast fingers, you think this is a good one, you just want to risk it, your call. All right, but it's not a bad trade if you take it, but I'm not taking it because of the risk factor. Any question on LBS? All right, our trade our other trades, which are technical, are already in place. So we have a trade that is in play. I said I'm going to sell gold, okay, if it does something based on this move, trend shift, okay. So what are basically, so if you guys follow what happened, this is the trend. The market was supposed to buy from here, okay, but it broke out. It didn't play out. It means it broke out the trend. And what it did, it came to retest the band. The band, the trend is always, it's like support and resistance. The previous ceiling tends to be a continuation floor when it breaks above. A previous sell tends to be a continuation buy when it breaks below. So if you look at right now, market broke below and this becomes a ceiling. And if you look at this right now, this is a downtrend, and market tends to sell the previous floor of a downtrend, previous floor of a downtrend, previous ceiling of a trend, previous what? Floor of a trend. So this is a combination of two experience. What am I going to do if I'm seeing this trade right now? Okay. Another thing you can do is you can come back to rebuff it, or if we break into the lower time frame, which I don't do, okay, one of the things that I clearly do today, okay, so there's what we call complementary move on intraday. Okay, I use LBS for intraday, but that's not because LBS is the only intraday strategy, but that's what I just use. And when I see a strategy like this that has a 1 hour recurring moves like this, one of the things you can do, okay, because this is a new, like I said, this is new, I've not taught you guys before, so these are part of the practice. If market breaks below this area, okay, it's going to sell. Because why? It's already started selling from the rejection. So if market breaks below this area, gold is going to sell. Even if not long, or deep, but it's going to play price action. So this is price action. I'm not taking price action from this one, but with a smaller time frame. It also works with the longer time frame. Okay. It's just that you will see the structure better. I love to see, yeah, it works with it. If it breaks below this area now, it's a sell. Okay. So that is one of the things I clearly look at for gold. When gold breaks this area today, money is going to start dropping. So where am I going to enter? Okay, so this is where I'm selling to because this is a bullish structure. So when the market breaks on the 1 hour, so if you're trading on the 15 minutes, good for you. Okay, but it's also good on the 1 hour. When it breaks on the 1 hour, I'll be patient. It has to close below. If it comes back to retest this structure, good for me. That's a retest, a confirmation of I can continue. Okay, but if it retests and it keeps going back, it means it's not ready. It's only ready when the candle after the retest sells, close as a sell. So a break, retest, and a new candle opens as a sell. That's a confirmation of a continued sell. It's the same thing with the buy. If the market breaks above, so this is a continuation buy pattern on gold. If the market breaks above, it means it has come back into the trend and is respecting this move. Okay, I am going to buy. All right. So this is my price action activity setup on gold, just like I gave you guys, the last price action trade. Okay, this is how to track your market. The market is bullish. If it goes bullish, boom, it has broken back into the trend. It means this was a drawdown. All right. So that is another thing to look out for. There are many ways to look at the market. You guys just have to stick to a pattern, a strategy. I can tell you another way to buy gold from a trend perspective. And this is the reason a lot of traders get into traps is because they are trading emotion. They want to, now, if I want to buy, there's another way to buy. I put this here right now. This is 1, this is 2, okay? It means if market comes here, which is a valid trade, if market comes here right now, it's going to buy. That is me updating the market. But at the same time, I want you guys to know, doing this means I am pushing the trend. Sometimes I trade what I've done before. Sometimes I renew my market. And even doing this right now, I think if I am bullish on gold, this would be a very good. If you notice, if you push this forward, you notice that's why I said I don't want to sell below this area. So if price breaks, retest, I see 1-to-1 between here, I'll take the trade. And the moment it gets here, I'm buying. Because why? That is the third range. 1, 2, the third range is always an opportunity in the trend shift that I gave to you guys. Does that make sense? So there's an opportunity. There's so many opportunities. Like I told you guys, you will make money on gold, but just have a basket. I'm showing you the different basket I'll be using to take gold. All right. So this is my gold buy. Continuation on gold buy. Gold is in bullish discount. Never forget, if you go to the daily, you go to the weekly, it's in bullish discount. So automatically you should be tilted towards buy when the market is bullish, when you're shifting. All right. For price action, it goes anyway because you're just targeting the move of price action. But when it comes to shift, which are trend, okay, you want to look if the market is the market discount or premium. So I'll be looking for gold here. Okay. You can take a screenshot because this is what will give you guys the trade that I'll be sending later. And I'll be looking for gold. Sorry. Here. Any question? So that is about my price action and trend shift. So I know what I'm going to do to sell the market. I know what I know what the market will do for me to sell it. I know what the market will do for me to buy it. I'm already in the buy, but for another new trade, if it breaks above, I am buying price action. Okay, if it breaks below, I'm selling price action. If it comes here, I'm buying trend shift. Are you guys seeing that? Okay, trend shift. So you can see in one trade, gold can pay me multiple portfolio if you portion it well. All right. Does that make sense? So that's gold. I don't think these guys are ready for, yeah. Market would have done a good sell break retest. If it closed, it did a good sell. If it did one-to-one, this market definitely, for the price action that I gave, okay, this market actually did some good move, or at least one-to-one on this market before it's moving. I always tell you, when market retest close, that's a trade. If you notice, that's why I teach. The reason I teach, I want you guys to understand something, okay? Don't be a trader that is lazily present only to be guided and you're not willing to take action. That's why I'm teaching, so that if you want to take action, sorry. Okay, this trade didn't give. If I put my risk here, okay, which was supposed to be, this is an ID risk, this trade really didn't cut the one-to-one. It didn't. Okay, it didn't. So yeah, this would have been a bad trade. You get. So if it breaks above, so what this trade is doing right now is it created, so active price action is this. So if you're a price action trader, it's easy. Price action is one of the simplest form of trading. The market consolidated. If it breaks retest, which didn't retest, if the market comes back to retest this area right now, that's a bullish buy. That's a buy. Okay, so I know what I'm going to do to buy this market, all right, in continuation. It has broken, but the market jumped, so I didn't see a retest here. So if the market comes later today to retest that, so if you have a price action account, this would be a good way to continue this all-time bullish pair. Okay, that's on price action. It's the same thing. If it breaks below this area, I'm going to be selling. So what I'm doing right now, like I told you guys, price action is the order of the day when market is consolidating. Your chances of mitigating mess in the market is when you stay away from consolidation. When markets are consolidating, you do not have a say. So this market has broken above. This is the present consolidation, and it broken above the consolidation. If it comes back to retest, these are pick trades on buys, okay? And risk is going to be here below this area, and you can target one-to-one and previous high. So this is good trade. You can actually target it to the next high. So these are good trades I'll be watching out for. Okay. Same price action sell. These areas are going to be kind of critical for a sell as well. If market comes here, I'm going to be looking for a sell. So yeah, if market comes here right now, I'm going to be looking for a sell. So this, I'm using the eyes of price action, okay, to push this market. The moment market is on premium, okay, all time. If you go to the daily and weekly, market is on premium. So looking for sales after break of structure. So there's a structure here. The market broke. It has not retested it since it broke. If it comes here, trust me, we're going to be seeing some major sales. So that's what I'll be doing on sell. All right, I'll be doing this. Buy, I'll be doing this. Where is this guy? Did I delete you out of my... Any question? So that's about what I'm going to use to do this. The last currency I'm going to look at is, okay, hold on. I'm on price action, just a moment. So for those of you who like GBP, I have some students who like GBP JPY. This is a perfect opportunity for you guys. All right, market is consolidating. It's also price action. Whenever market is consolidating, just hold it. Okay, this was a previous ceiling. This was what, a floor. Okay, and it's consolidating. One of the things is just to stay away from the market when it's consolidating. If it breaks above this area, it's gonna buy. If it breaks below this area, it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell deep, like, yeah, sell deep. So that's what you do. So price action is just one way of captivating the market when it's consolidating liquidity. Okay, very, very powerful. It's a very, very powerful strategy. When you hold on to it, it moves. If you look at this right now, so that you guys know, market consolidated between this area. The moment it broke retested kilo day. That you see this? All right, powerful. Okay, powerful. It's always, when you do that, most of the time, if you capture price action move for these crazy currencies, these guys, okay, he did it here, but it was a quick one. Did it here, but I don't like all this kind of sharp, this tiny, but it always do. If you see it here, price action. What did market do? Break, retest. Okay, it did it here as well. And we caught this move. Okay, so you always want to watch out for currencies like GBP, JPY, USD, JPY, all these JPY guys, they trend a lot when they break trend. Okay, if you notice this price action, okay, the market had a dip here, consolidated a while. When it broke, retested, closed me, it moved. Okay, that's some money. All right, you always trap, irrespective of how the trap looks like. The moment you start seeing consolidation, yeah, so consolidated a while, what happened? Broke, retested, moved. Consolidated a while, broke, retested, moved. So you would always find this. If you look at this, this was a consolidation. It broke, retested. What happened? Moved. Okay, so that it's sure when this market comes back to this zone, it's going to buy because this was a consolidation. So anytime market leaves a consolidation, okay, it's going to move. If you look at this right now, so let's say you pick this. This is a consolidation. Market may come here and buy, okay? Though it had already broken retested, but this was a short one. That's why I love, at least 4 to 6 hour intervals on, which I think it did it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is kind of a good one. So that is why if I'm seeing this right now, this is an opportunity loading up. So if it breaks, okay, retest, it's gonna sell. All right, it's gonna sell. Because now another thing in this market, I would love, why I will be looking for buys in this area. I probably will test this area again for a buy because that's actually where it changes character. Okay, so normally when market breaks this below, it's going to change character. A better way to sell price action is to sell the consolidation before the change of character. I've not taught that strategy. This is the first time I'm telling you guys. See, you guys are not learning, This trading, you're right. Okay, so let me give you guys something in concept as we close. The moment you start understanding the architecture behind the market, so there are two ways in the market. Okay, sorry, let me be quick on that. Let me be quick on this. All right, so there are two ways in the market. What's happening here? What color is it? Why am I not seeing the color? What color? Okay, let me use so let me refresh. When you begin to understand price action, your decisions in markets will change. When I say price action, I'm talking based on the structures of the market. The market is just a build-up of everything. If you look at this market, it's a build-up of structures. There are always pillars. Okay, you see this move coming, going. You see this move. This is slow. This is build-up of bullish structures. So you clearly see that this market is creating. At some point, it was flat here. Okay, this is a very defining area in the market. Because why? It was flat. It made a decision and it continued. Now, it made this decision. So this is a break of this structure. Market is testing the structure again. Hence, we're having another flatness. Okay, watch this. Now, in this bullish structure, this is the immediate change of character. This market totally shifts trends when it breaks below the structure. This is liquidity, and it drove liquidity. But now market is contending with the previous trend. If it breaks this area, this is the change of character. And most times, market contend with change of character. But there is liquidity before the change of character. Where is that liquidity? Yeah. If market changes this character and takes away the liquidity, what's happening? This is a void. It's going to fall. It's going to fall like, it's going to have a free fall. Market is going to have a free fall. So always another opportunity to watch out for is the liquidity before a change of character. So when market changes character, If a liquidity is closed, many of you don't know what liquidity is. It means where money is resting, presently resting. If a liquidity is close to a change of character, don't trade that change of character in that direction immediately. If a liquid, so this liquidity, there's a whole lot of accumulated liquidity resting here. If market changes character here, don't just dump because it changes character, because why? Liquidity may push it back. But the moment it breaks this liquidity, then you can start looking for a sell. How am I going to look for a sell? If it breaks this liquidity, there may be, this is a sell. If it breaks that liquidity, this is a sell. It's probably going to come back to previous structures or probably previous fair value gap. You've picked a high valued setup. So market breaks this. It has taken out this liquidity. Okay, just allow market to come back. This will give you a good risk to reward, because what you'll be seeing here right now is, imagine you're trading here. This will be the risk. And you see all of this reward. That's almost a 1 going to 1 to 4. That's 1.3.5. This will be a good setup for the continuation of this sell. Okay, so this is a type of price structure or price action or price market, I can call it PM, that you can look out for. It's different. This is just, it doesn't happen all the time. Okay, but you can always find it in setup. Kenry, I just showed you guys something. Do you know how I validate anything that I see in the market? If I were you, if I'm leaving this session right now and it makes sense to you, I'll go find out. Okay, so how many of you get the concept of, put C on the chat if you got what I said. So anytime this is a change of character, and many of you are here right now, you may not know this, don't force yourself. I've taught everything about market structure in our courses. All right, you want to understand, you go take that. There is nothing better. See, I've been in the trading environment. The way I broke down market structure is basically extraordinary. You can get it from range to liquidity to premium discount. Everything a trader range, everything you need to understand about trading is in my price action course. All right. So if you have leveled up and you think you're ready for price action, you're ready for market structure. All right. It's in the course. So when we start training on this, only some people will hear me. And don't force yourself. It doesn't have to be for you. Does that make sense? Now, the concept is the market is bullish. You can see all-time bullish. Now, every time the market creates this level, this is liquidity. Liquidity is resting here. Liquidity is resting here. Liquidity is resting here. And don't forget the law of the market, the law of bankers, all right, of liquidity providers. When they wake up every day, they are looking for where is the most targeted liquidity. So the market every day wakes up to go hunt liquidity. And guess where in this market right now, where do you have liquidity? Liquidity, 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 liquidity. So much liquidity down here. So right, they're pushing this market. And if it drops, they will drop it fine. But it won't just drop after breaking levels. They know people will want to drop it with them. So what they will do is they will hunt people out. That's what's happening in the market. The lions are to they chase the prey. There's always a prey move. So one of the things that I do overall is, I go back in time and I ask, where is the market? Is it on discount, on premium? Where's the market right now? It's on premium. So clearly, one of the things you're going to see is, where is the previous range? So you see here, okay? And that's almost the same place I said, if the market changes character, it's going to tremble down. So normally, this does not fall in the category of a swing shift. So that's why I said you will spot it different. A swing shift means I'll be selling below this area. All right. That's it. I won't sell below this area. But you see this one right now, it's up. I can sell up because of the price activity. Okay. And it's basically on the time frame, 1 hour time frame but another qualification that you can qualify it, or is it in a previous point of interest? But that is not really the cause, because you'll be trading trend shift. Okay. But it doesn't qualify for trend shift. But are there trades you can actually take in the direction of premium without the point of interest? Absolutely, yes. All right. And this is one of them. So all I need to do is to allow market really change trend and build liquidity towards the trend. So if this be the case, Kenry, let me know, because one of the things I do is, if I cannot see how I can see it many times, back test it many times, and get a number out of 10, I cannot see a ratio, then it's not worthy of being practiced. Okay, like this is the first time I'm sharing this with you guys. Neither I do trade it, I know it, but there are so many things that I know that I don't trade. But the only time if I see that, if I can clearly see how it works and how we all can do it together, I'll create a portfolio for it. And I probably would have one of you guys, or I master it, and you start, that becomes your journey of your own success. Does that make sense? So let's look at it in real. This is something new right now. I'm not teaching it so that you can go learn it, but let's look at how this market moved. Okay, let's look at every point in time it changed character. So this market was trending down, yes or yes? Okay, when it trended down, it created this. So this was the change of character. Okay, now I said something. If the market changes character and there is a liquidity of consolidation before, so if there was, now watch this, if there was there was no consolidation, this was a stretched move. So this is clearly, okay, not a problem or not a yardstick to consider this. So it means, like I said, this is spot on. It has to be in some scenario, okay? In some scenario. So this is bearish. The time it changed, guess what? No consolidation. The only consolidation it did have was this, okay? And that's a little bit far away. But one of the things you're going to notice, amen, this was the consolidation it had before the change of character. It's a little bit far, okay? Hence, when it came there, it sold. But when it broke above this consolidation, amen, what happened? Crazy move on the upside. Did you guys see that? But this was far away. It was a little far. So I have to begin to calculate at what distance do I consider? But this was a consolidation before the change of character in this bearish trend. Okay, that was actually the end of it. Okay, but look at what happened. Just to buttress what I'm trying to say, the market didn't really buy strongly until it what? Broke and retested that liquidity. True or true? Who won on the chart? You got that? So every liquidity range before a change of character is a stronger point for liquidity drive, okay, when it changes. So that's one. Now let's find another one where there was a trend. So guess what? This was a trend. So this was a range. The market trended down. Let's check. Watch this out, okay? This was the high. This was a change of character. So the market changed character when it took this away. So this was low, okay? This was the high that created this low. Now, this range is before the change of character. So hence, it's not really what I'm looking for. Is after the change, if there's a range. And the only range before this, okay, was this. You would have waited too long. Okay, you have waited too long for you to pick this. So it's too far away. So there's no range. Hence, you just play on normal character. Okay. So that's for the bullish. Another close one here is, okay, this is totally bullish. It wasn't trending. Okay, this is bearish. Okay, good. I think I found one again. All right. So the market trended here. Now watch this. I think this may be close. The market trended here. If you look at this right now, this created this low. Now, market jumped here. But clearly, this was a change of character, but market jumped. So we don't find data here. But before that, we had a range. So market ranged this sequence. So it actually ranged to this area. Now, you guys see this. Market jumped here. Now, watch what happens after. If we bring this to the future, guys, ladies and gentlemen, do you clearly see? Now, if you look at this, so market jumped here. Can you see clearly when market jumped, it opened here, came back to retest this area, and look at what happened catastrophically before it moved. Now, let's say, oh, you missed this. You were sleeping late in the night when the thing happened. Later, when it came back, ladies and gentlemen, can you see what had happened here? You see everything that happened for this major swing came from this major move. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? Liquidity is always resting. Anytime a market is trending down, liquidity is always resting in a range before a change of character. So sometimes a plumb, that's why I like market structure. Okay. Because why? It would have done the third wave. All right. The third wave. Beautiful. It will escape many things. So many people would have entered this trade, which is valid. Okay. Enter the trade after I change character, hit point of interest, change character. Can you see? Everything is playing out. When you change character, all you need to do is allow market to come back with the change of character, which is this. You would have entered here. This is a perfect move in our trading strategies. Previous structures, it will play out. Okay. And you also see that combines a combination of. So these are different plots you can't always look for trade if you have vision. You see what happened? All of this nonsense doesn't matter. Look at what happened. After that move was integrated, after that liquidity has been pumped out, everybody was waiting for a buy here. Major traders. And look at what had happened. This is skyrocketing. So sometimes you find those moves. So I'm just giving you a different vision. All right. When you're looking at the market, always spot out opportunities of range. Whenever market is ranging, check out for the range before a change of character. Okay. So this market right now is going to change character for a sell. And this is a range after that. If market breaks that range, comes back into this range, you start seeing a bearish, strong bearish liquidity drive. Does this make sense? That's another eye opener. This market is recorded. So you can come in. That's it's deep, but that's the surface of it. Okay. All you need to do is you begin to find it. Don't always chase what works. All right. Don't always chase what you think is sweet. What I'm doing every day when you do market insight with me is market insight. I give you insight into opportunities of how you can groom yourself as a trader and begin to see opportunities of trading yourself. Okay. And you're going to get better. And trust me, the knowledge, when you can conceptualize it, it makes you a better trader. Okay. Not a confused one. I don't teach you to be confused. So how many of you, did you enjoy the session? I know what to do on gold right now. I know what to do today on indices. I know what to do on currencies just by analyzing the market and positioning myself to trade. It means the market would have to come to me and I'll trade it. Okay, I don't look for a setup. I create them. That is one of the things you do. 2 years. Give yourself 2 years to build structures with the knowledge you're going to get exposed to. Don't always be that trader that is looking for opportunities in the market. It means it's a mindset. You're an employee. Become a business owner. Create opportunities for the market. That's what strategies and concepts are. And that's one of the things I'm doing in my network and my ecosystem. Build the trader in you. And I give you option to build yourself. You can see what I've gone through. If you look at it with a single mindset, I trained all of you right now, and I'm giving options for you to pick what's ideally for you. By the time you pick it and you hone it during our accountability, that's what I will perfect in you. Okay, I'm training generic, but you will pick yourself out of this knowledge. Okay, you can't do everything I'm doing. If you try to do it, you will get confused, and you don't even have the money to do it. I can trade everything I'm training here because I have the money, but you may not. Your money may just be aligned to one or two. Do you know how many strategies, how many accounts I have? Okay. And I can now discover why, because even I've helped myself. Before, I practice what I teach. Before, I have a lot of knowledge locked in. Okay. And this portfolio thing, which I started I think this year, I actually started it strongly this year. Okay. I just have one account that I trade. I call it my play account, and I trade nonce. I can trade anything in it. But now everything it's different right now. But before I groomed myself into this, I had a play account that I began test running, and I saw that, oh man, this thing is really working. This is not just play anymore. It's working. These strategies and concepts are working individually. So I removed it from play account. I still have a generic play account. Okay, but now all those play accounts that I used to trade in it, I've separated them. So anything I discover, I'll just go back test it. I'll give myself probably 2-3 days. I'll back test it, and I've taught you guys how to back test the market. You need to get trading view, and you need to back test real. Back test like you're trading it now. So you cannot truly back test a market if you are seeing what it has already done. So what you do, I use the replay factor. So that eliminates what I want to do. And I would do it like I'm doing it in real time. What would I do? And I would trade it like that in real time. And there's a trading tool. You can actually take trades in trading view when you're back testing. Okay. But I don't even use that. Replay, I'll see this is where I'm supposed to do. If I get the concept, I put it into that replay. And I do it over a period of 50 to 100 trades. If I see the number hits 65, 70, it becomes a strategy. I'll create a portfolio for it. That journey I've started. And the portfolio for it is not to make money. is to prove that over the next 100 trades, I'll get close to what I got documenting. And if that happens, investing starts. I can pull deep money into that because why? I've just proven that I got it. You understand? You prove yourself with the market. You don't allow your money you make from the market show you it works. No, I backtested without emotion. Let me trade it in real time without emotions also. That's alignment. If you can get what you got when you were backtesting, that's really when you've gotten the strategy, not when you learned it. Okay? So that's the journey. There's so much money you put in the effort. And you can say, I'm deserving of this result, this withdrawals. I am deserving of it. Okay? Any question? My network threw me out when you were asking someone how many accounts he had lost. Okay. The thing paying me because needed an explanation. Don't worry. The video is recorded. If you can give yourself time to come and watch the recording, you will hear the explanation. All right. So with $100, I think you get, if you can listen, I gave an instruction on what $100 or $200 or $50 can do. Okay, with Expert Hub. All right, are we guys good? There is only one thing I want to do, all right, and that is in respect to what's coming, how you guys can position yourself for money, okay? Because a lot of you are in a position where you need financial help. And many of you are in a position where you think you need financial help. You know, when people hear this thing, if you say they want dash money now, don't answer because you think they want to dash money. Okay. So sometimes the problem of trading is tied to finances. So as a trader, pursue, many of you, I want to say this, like, this is a flaw where I always have to be honest. Because I know you would win if you're willing to listen, you would win. But I've also seen many people lost the most valuable asset, which is time. Your time is your money. What you do with it matters. Many people don't respect the true asset in pursuit of the variable asset, which is fiat money. Fiat money. But your real money is your time. You being able to convert your time to money is really what makes you free. A lot of people don't learn that. They always learn to pursue. They put themselves in pursuing things that they will need money for. So many of you are engrossed in this trading right now. You need money for trading. Now, when I say this, I'm talking in the practical side. Okay. For you to be financially free, you really don't need money. It's not money that is needed. But for you to do trading, you need money. So where do you start? This is where most of you will not want to listen to me. And it's okay. If you don't listen to me, it will make you go away. And if you go away, I would have helped you not make the mistake that a lot of people help you make. I won't be among those people that will help you make those mistakes. Does that make sense? So I've done good thing. So if I speak right now and you do not value it and you go with that, because you would want to go find an environment that would encourage bad practices. Because why? That is what is option. So when someone don't have money, they love gambling because gambling they think is the only option that would increase their small to plenty. That's not a good mindset. And you don't expect a good person to encourage that type of mindset, do you? I won't encourage you because why? That bad practice. I don't want to groom gamblers. This is not an environment to groom gamblers. So when you come into this trading environment, if your challenge is money, leverage trading to get money, leverage access to get money. That should be your first priority. You only have 24 hours today. What you do with it is what matters. It's not what you do in it, with it. Okay, so many of you are doing every day you come into your 24 hours, you live in your 24 hours, you don't leverage your 24 hours. Your time is your money. So at some point, you convert your time to money. This trading is not running away, but your time runs away every day. Do you guys know that? So when you come in, what can I do in this trading that I can earn up to $300 over the next 6 months? Do you think that's a good question? How many of you love the question that I asked? Because that's a valid question open to everyone. And guess what? Every one of you can do that. And you don't need money to do that. But guess what? Many of you will not listen because, right, you rather gamble than actually do right by your time. So what I did, how did I get to 7 figures? Leverage. I leveraged opportunities. Okay, I didn't create companies. I wasn't a trader. I made money from networking. Okay, because why? I needed to upscale my income. After making money from networking, I could invest in the things that I'm doing right now because that was needed in my journey in time. I could have done things people were doing, but I didn't. I chose the right path, the needful path, so that I can do the things that are required, that are desires. In this same trading, I did. I told you there were times I wasn't trading. What was funding my trading? The need, what I needed to do that I did was funding the trading. So many of you come in here, you don't have money to fund account. Playing with your future. All right. Smart traders will leverage. So, Cambry, what can I leverage in this opportunity? Do you know every one of you in this platform, you are a dollar figure? Many of you will start spending money. Many people will come into this platform spending money. And guess what? Whether you like it or not, every one of you come through a means. Someone referred you. Someone shared the opportunity. They didn't teach you. They're not the one training you. They just shared the opportunity and you click the link and you join. That you join, you've given an opportunity for passive income. Now imagine we do a call and there are 100 people and you have 30 people on the call who are going to leverage the next trade I'm going to be taking over the next couple of days. Chances are you put 30 people on the call that is free. 2, 3 may say, oh, I like this opportunity. Guess what? They get started. They like the opportunity. One may say, oh, they're hearing the same thing I'm saying. They went to put their friend. See, it's a time. If your interest changes to, I want to maximize this opportunity and build a team, because when I do that, I would earn. And what you're doing is you're literally just helping people see what you're seeing. But this is the mistake a lot of people make. They tell themselves lies that is valid to their feelings. And their lies. Okay. How many of you, I want to ask a question, honest question. How many of you have seen my trading account? When you're on this call right now, you saw my trading account, you saw that I'm making money. If you did, say yes. If you didn't, say no. Okay, I want to ask another question. How many of you love the strategies that I taught you? If I send a trade, you're going to take it. What I taught you, were they valid information, valid knowledge that could, if I send a trade, you take it? Yes, put yes on the chat. Perception is everything. There are lies we tell ourselves. Okay. It's your perception of me that will make you take my trade. It's not because you saw money with me. It's your perception. Perception is reality. So guess what? We see certain people and we perceive. That is because it's convenient for us. You see them in a good car. You see them in a good house. You just perceive they have money. And guess what? You obey. Not because you had proof that they had money. True or true? Am I correct? I'm coming somewhere with what I'm saying. If that is true, play on perception. Because the truth is, it is people's perception that guides their action. So what I do is I leverage perception. At a point in time in my life, I couldn't tell someone to come and follow my signals because their perception of me will not qualify them to. Am I correct? That's where you are. Most of you are right now. Am I correct? True or true? Put 100 if I'm saying truth. Okay. So you tell someone that you are trading, they won't want to listen to you because you're telling them you are trading. You already changed or interpreted or give room for a perception to play. That's the mistake many of you are making. I don't know if you get me. If you tell me, if you sell to me you are a trader, my perception is directed towards you. Period. And guess what? I want to see the brain, my brain. I will look at you, look at the way you dress. I'll go check your page. I will check what you're doing. Or I will assess you. This is not what I would have made my judgment just by that mistake you made. Did you guys get what I said? I put 2 on the chat. This is one mistake people keep making. And because people say no to them, they get blocked out. They say, people want to see. They now accept a lie. This is where the lie comes from. They now accept a lie that people want to, at least let me get a result that I will show people. You've lied to yourself. And you know what the worst part of this our environment? When you lie to yourself and you accepted your own lie, nobody can help you. See, the environment can lie to you. It won't change your reality. But when you lie to yourself and you accepted that lie, oh God, it will take deliverance to change that reality. Am I making sense? You guys need help. You need help with that. I've been there. I was there for years, but guess what? I have had proof of not being there. It means I knew how not to be there anymore. I understood it clearly. And like the scripture says, cease from the struggles of men. You'll be among those struggling just because of that. Not because you're not good enough, you're not good at marketing, not because you're not social, you're not a social person, not because what you're doing is not good or you don't have the way, just because you made a wrong detour in this space. There is a wrong detour. What sells to people is what's selling. So if people perception are driven towards what's selling, question you want to ask yourself, are you selling? Can I buy into you? When you come to me and you tell me of an opportunity and it's about you, can I pay for it? If I can't pay for it, don't sell yourself. Don't sell yourself. That is why proper leverage, this is the key. Okay. Proper leverage is your key to make. Now, I'm giving everybody an opportunity. What's that? I created an accountability. Okay. You see that accountability? It has nothing to do with you. True or true? You see that accountability? Many of you will become rich through that accountability. Or some of you, okay? Because it depends on the number. I put it out there for everyone. But people who are smart, who understand money play, they will be rich. Within the space of these 2 years, some people will be different just because they saw something, an opportunity. There are certain things people cannot pay for. That is one of those things. They can't pay for. Many people can't pay for mentorship. Am I correct? Many people appreciate mentorship, but they can't pay for it. Am I correct? Do you guys agree with me? Just like some of you right now, you've known about mentorship, but you can't pay for it. Okay? But guess what? Now imagine you've appreciated mentorship and someone meets you up and says, wow, I've been struggling in this trading because I don't have a mentor. And now you are able to offer them access to the spotlight, access to mentorship for free. Does that have anything to do with you? That's the question I'm asking here. It doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with you. But guess what? You can sell it to anybody. Just like somebody will go to China and talk about a car. They don't own. Do you ask them, do they own the car? You don't. So offer people value that are unrelated to you. Try in your beginning stages when you're not the one selling, try to sell less about yourself. Because what you're doing is that you're shaping people's reality about you. So they will be watching you rather than watch the opportunity. So what you do is hide yourself in the opportunity. When I come to your page, and what you're doing is you're talking about your relationship with your mentor or your classroom. Wow, I enjoyed this classroom today. I'm getting better as a trader. What it means to have access to complete good trading. I believe over the next 2 years of my trading journey, the experience is going to be different. You know what I just did? I just subtly threw the perception of what you think about me into 2 years. Now, because I've thrown you away, you'll be like, okay, what is this person going to get in this next 2 years direction? You just directed the person off you to by that simple statement. Now you show that every day, people will be tired. Okay, let me access. Okay, free, no subscription. Oh, let me join one of this class. See, you've shaped someone's perception of an opportunity just in your daily pages. Share after the class. Well, during the class, you take a short video. Wow, Mr. Kenry, thank you for this opportunity. Oh, thank you for this setup. Wow, another setup in Expet Hub. What you're doing is that you're shaping people's reality of the opportunity to the opportunity, not yourself. You may even hit a trading account, okay? You do your trade and you hit take profit, but the message you put out there, wow, thank you for this amazing. See, two months ago, I just learned this strategy and I've been practicing it. I'm so grateful for this training you did, Mr. Kenry, or whatever the coach is. All right, because without you, I would never have understood how valuable it is for me to earn in this. You know what you just did? You are the one who made the money, but you made you shaped the perception that it was given to you. You are saying, you know, I told someone yesterday, stay in a state of gratitude, passively and actively. Okay, so someone will say, oh, I'm making money in the market. What you're doing is you're bringing people, they'll watch you. Okay, let me see what's going to happen next. Okay, you keep posting, you post it. You're not posting your loss. You're posting your win. Okay, you're not posting your loss. You're always posting your win. Everything is going to be about you because you talked about you. You hit, okay, they expect you to hit more. You're not selling an opportunity, you're bragging. That's what you're doing. And the social media is full of it. People are upset about bragging. Are you guys getting, the few of you on this call, are you getting a shape of what I'm sharing? When you are not selling, take yourself from the picture. Let your message be drifted to what. That's what I did throughout 2018, 2019, 2020, even when I was an educator. See, I wasn't bragging about my result. I was bragging about the platform and if you see me, my post, go to my post. If you guys can access my post. Oh, we just had this opportunity. We're in a live trading and wow, this beautiful. I was talking more about the company than I was talking about myself. I'm the one trading. I'm the one who has the result. I'm the one who's building 100%. But guess what? It was more about the platform. That is what you do when you're not the one selling. Don't be too early to put yourself in a position of pressure when you do not have the proof of profit. Consistent one. That is why now I don't need to share with you my trading account because I never sold you the opportunity that is my trading account that brought you into the business. Am I correct? Am I correct? You won't ask. Nobody would have. There's nobody that I trained that will ask me, show me proof. Because what I show you is proof in process. Like we're doing it together. We're trading it together. We're making the mistakes together. Guess what? You cannot ask me for proof when we're in process. Am I correct? Because I never showed you the profit first. I showed you the process for us to do. Isn't that how LBS started? Do you know why you trust me with LBS? Many of you today are getting result or you get a result for LBS because we started it together. That's the power of process. Show people process and let them see the proof through the process. So bring them to the process. So self-process. Okay, pick interest or process and you put it out there. Let your page convert process rather than convert profit. Don't sell yourself. Don't put that lifestyle showing you. Don't put that, and that is because you did it wrong. I just told you, and you understand. I work by principles, and I realize there's a time for everything. Okay. Now, if I tell someone about trading, they may not listen to me. That may be your reality. Now, the reason they are not listening to you because you're trying to tell them you are trading. Now, you've made so many mistakes in trading. Come on, this trading has fucked you up and down, and you've been able to find out why. And now you have access to how you can solve the next 2 years in building proper trading. It's a journey, all right? And you're looking, if you're willing, if you're open to that journey, I'll give you free access. That's the message you have to pass. You do this over consistently, you do it to 5 people every day. It means you get 2 people every day. For 20 days, that's 40 people. If you can do it to 5, you get 2. Trust me, do it rightly, you get 2. And now, guess what? One of the excuses, another lie you tell yourself is that you don't have people. That's a lie you believe. And guess what? Like I said, if you believe something that is a lie, nobody can deliver you because that is true. And your truth is your reality. I'm telling you. So there are people every day that you don't know, that you can know. That is true. Is that true? Yes. Why can't you know those people? How can you know those people? You have the device to know them. Put yourself out there more. Physically, online, virtually, relationally. Put yourself out there. Do content. Drive that. I'm sitting here today. I want to tell you, see, I'm a very creative person. When you think different, opportunities come. But when you're locked, opportunities flow away from you. So I sit here right now, I have a social page. And guess what? I just want to give you guys a reality to conclude. I'm rounding up. This is just a reflection and discussion. Imagine I'm scrolling and I see a post, just someone sitting in a chair and is wailing. It has been tough in trading. This post is not to tell anybody trading works, but how the bad practices and ignorance can cripple people's finances. And I happen to be one of them. Let me give you guys a scope of my trading journey. I started in 2018. I followed this. I made mistake. I lost thousands. And I really didn't know what I did. And they need to keep doing this. I thought it was strategy. I followed this. I lost. Just you're gaining people's interest because majority of people will be listening to that are in the position you're in. Early this year, I finally realized what I was doing wrong. And crazily, I wish I had not spent money in so many of the things that I failed at. But I finally realized that the reason I failed was not because the opportunity wasn't right, but it was my gullible nature that I would make money so quickly. So here's what I'm doing in the next 2 years. I found an opportunity where I can learn and it's free. All right, to some extent, I was able to access it for free. And I know the next 2 years is going to be shaped. There are things I can say now that I'm experiencing. I don't want to brag about them. Neither can I say I'm complete. But I do know there are many of me that are making mistakes right now that want to get it right. If you happen to be that person, I just have something I'll show you. If you like it, then I think I've helped someone who was like me a couple of years ago. Have a beautiful day ahead. Did I say anything? How many of you, be honest, you would like to comment what the guy said to just see what he will share with you? Because what the person said just shared about his failure and his experience and what he's going to do in the next 2 years. Just to trust me, as long as you know you don't have to pay for that, I didn't tell you a course I want to show you. You would want to just know that curiosity. You've picked an interest. You will go ask. And the next thing you come in and you just send your platform, it's free. Every experience, you have access to an accountability. In fact, you can join the first list of accountability and it's free. Just send you the link, join, and you come in and you'll be like, okay, I am here right now. The truth is you're already there. The person just guided you. Content. Do I have to know anybody before I can attract? Well, I guess maybe for that content, you put maybe 20 $10. You don't even have to put money. Well, if you are building a page, you can put money. But some of you already have audience, but you don't know how to tell the message. Now you can use tools. You can go on TikTok, and with as low as 1,800, you can drive that to a large number of people. Okay. Facebook, the same thing. And guess what? You do that consistently over the next 3 months, you can build an audience of 300, 400 who are in the same platform you are in right now. And guess what? Do you think your income is going to be the same? No. So one of the things you are benefiting on this call right now is an opportunity to grow you. It's not just about trading. Okay. And that is what we do within this space. All right. Without being said, and guess what? I said it. Who's going to make the change? I said it. But the result will only come in the one who apply it. Well, this may not be an instruction, but it's a guide. Okay. But it can only change the one who applies. There is no lie. Don't tell yourself a lie that it doesn't work. I've done it before. It doesn't work. No. You may have just heard something that you've not heard before, that you have not tried before. Okay. I found out the laws of sales, human behavior. People will always move in the direction of value. All you need to do is, what is the right value for this opportunity? Okay. We have a summit that is coming up. That's value, where everybody can explore the beautiful benefits of Expet in real time and know what this platform is about, happening next month. Okay, we have a present opportunity, the trading summit. This type of things is what is the trading account. This is the type of thing that happen in my inner circle, where I help the community independently grow aside trading and what to do with this growth in trading. You get this over the next 1 year, 6 months of your life, and you say you will be the same. You can't, except you're not applying yourself. Okay, these are the opportunities that have been offered. Question is, are you going to take advantage of them, or you're going to keep running on the lies you've created? God bless each and every one of you. Stay connected to the trades that will be coming. All right, and make sure you start applying yourself.